Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hold On to It All podcast. I'm your host, Erin, and today I have a very special returning guest. It is one of my best friends, Diamond.
Hey.
Hey. I'm so excited to have a follow-up part two because our first interview was such a hit. It's literally like I think it's my number three episode right now, still. Yeah, which is crazy because there's like I don't know how many episodes I have out right now, but it's like over 30 at least. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
I
Glad everyone liked it.
and after our interview, which I think we did it in July and it came out in August, something like that,
Yeah.
and I was kind of like done and I didn't want to like do it anymore because I was like I had ran out of ideas. But then I got like a new wind and now we're back and better than ever. So I'm really excited to have you back.
I'm excited to be back.
What's that dog's name?
So this is oh
Oh,
the big one that's main screen right now. This is Ferdinand Magellan or Mag.
okay.
He's a Portuguese explorer. He's from the Azores. My dad brought him back from the Azores.
Oh, wow.
And he's secretly very needy and very jealous.
Of the
And then my little one, Maggie. Maggie, you want to go in timeout? Yeah. I've recently learned that telling him that he's going to go in timeout works.
works. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
because he knows that I'll kick him out. Do you sit over here, big guy? Come
He's
on, be
giving main
nice.
character energy.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so the last episode we had, we focused on like dating and like taking care of yourself, like within that. But today I wanted to focus on solely your own self and like focusing on you 100%, like not really so much about dating. We'll get into that like a little bit, but mainly like how to put yourself first and stuff like that because I feel like that is a good follow-up to
Yeah.
dating and like relationships and like yeah, going backwards and focusing on us now, especially so Valentine's Day just passed, so I feel like it's a good time to talk about it because a
Mm,
lot of people, especially that aren't in relationships, are thinking about that right now and might be feeling like lonely. So this is a good topic to like,
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
yeah. So what do you think putting yourself first actually means?
Putting yourself first to me at this point in my life is just kind of prioritizing my needs and what I need to do to become a better person, to become the best version of myself. Um, yeah, you agree, Meg? Meg agrees. So, commentary over here. But yeah, just truly putting your needs before going out of your way for others. If even if it's like a little task that you have to do, or a big task, or like a non-negotiable that you have in any sort of relationship, whether it be romantic or platonic, or even your family, and just taking care of yourself first. I want to like rephrase the question to you, but
Oh,
like,
and he's back. He
and he's
knows
back.
where the camera is and he wants to put his face front and center.
He
That's
does. Maggie, what's self care to you? Is Yeah, self care to you is making sure that you're nice and fed. Yeah. Okay, Meg, can you come back here?
why do so many people struggle with prioritizing themselves?
Why is it difficult to put yourself first? Because we want to please everyone. We want to be liked. We want to be like, we don't want to cause conflict between our relationships. At least in my case, that's what I find. Like, anytime that I kind of fall like not ignore my own personal boundaries, but anytime that I find myself like questioning it, it's because I want to be a people pleaser and I want to be accommodating to everyone. But being accommodating also means some things get sacrificed in my own life, whether it's, again, like a little thing or a big thing, whether it's like say I'm doing laundry or something. Like if I go out, say someone wants to go get lunch, like yeah, I'm gonna go out and get lunch and then ignore all of my responsibilities because I want to go have fun.
Same.
So it's a lot of I have to set harder boundaries in my life so that I'm not neglecting my own responsibilities and my own needs, which is something that a lot of people struggle with because
Yes.
we just want to be nice
Mm-hmm.
for everyone.
Yeah,
It's hard.
it is. You don't want to let people down, or it's hard also knowing that someone is like mad at you or like thinks negatively of you, like, because that's a whole other thing to deal with. And
Mhm.
so it's sometimes easier to be let yourself be the one that's disappointed and let
Yeah,
down because then you don't have to worry about other people's feelings. But yeah, you can't
for
always
sure.
be the one to can't always be the one to get the what am I trying to say? You can't always be the one to be let down.
Yeah.
How can someone tell the difference between self-love and selfishness? I was gonna say selflessness, but that's the opposite.
um, there is a line, but I feel like self-love, you can, how do I want to word this? Self-love, there's like a positivity to it. At least I can see. Like there's a positivity to it, whether it's you're doing something good for yourself. Whereas selfishness, sometimes it's not the best choice to make. And sometimes, sometimes you do have to, I don't want to say disrespect yourself. That's not what I mean, but like kind of fall back and like not disappoint yourself, but you take the hit a little bit
Hmm.
as opposed to something. Okay, so for example, I'm explaining this so terribly. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the words are
It's
just
kind
like
of a hard question.
it's yeah. Like okay, so like an example, if like there's a bigger like say like your family needs you, and it's something serious like a health issue, I wouldn't go and book a facial that day and call it self care. Like I would go like as much as I wanted to like go and get a facial. Like I wouldn't do that even if my skin is, crusty, dusty, dry. Like I'm not gonna do that if someone genuinely needs me.
Yeah.
Um, like that would be selfish. That would be so bad.
Hmm.
But um, like if I were to same situation, everything's taken care of, and then I take time when I get home at the end of the day to decompress and take care of myself. Then, like if I did a face mask while getting ready for bed, or if I went and like took a bath just to relax all of my muscles and decompress and take care of myself to make sure that I'm better prepared for the next day. I feel like that would be more self love and not selfish, but still taking care of yourself.
Hmm. Yeah, like kind of read the room before you self-care. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, take
yeah,
into account like how others are doing as well because
yeah.
yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Read the room without compromising yourself,
Yes.
but know when you have to compromise yourself.
Yeah. Because sometimes you do have to think of others too. Well,
Yeah,
not sometimes. Like it's a general thing to think of
yeah.
others.
Like there's a balance. There's
Right.
And
It's
you learn
just
that
like
balance.
include yourself when you're thinking of others. Like you
Yeah.
also count in the other circle. So, yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
the balance. Taking care of yourself while single is, of course, important, but also while you're in a relationship. So, when you are in a relationship, what are signs that you've been abandoning yourself?
I think knowing, I think the first step is like knowing what you need out of the relationship. And if those needs are going unmet and you just don't care and you're not advocating for yourself, then I just feel like it's just them. It's not an equal partnership anymore.
Mm.
It's just them and you're there as an accessory, and that's not fair to you at all. So I feel like you need to be vocal about what I want to say what you need. I keep feeling like I'm saying what you need a lot, but that's like your needs, you know?
Yeah.
Like whether it's, like a text at the end of the day, like if you're busy, if they're at work and you just want them to check in and say hello, like just so that you know that they're there and caring about you and thinking about you. I feel like that's an okay ask, and like that, like things like that. Um, and if they're not just like, oh, I'll talk to you in 2 weeks, that like, and I feel like putting up that boundary and having boundaries with your partner and yourself kind of help you stay sane and help you stay human and a person and kind of validating yourself.
And being like clear and communicating those boundaries
Yeah,
because they can't read your mind.
exactly. They can't read your mind, and if they ignore it, then they suck.
Then they're not the person for you.
Great, they're not the person for you, and you really want that the rest of your life? No. So you have to do what's best for you,
Mhm.
even if it's hard and if it's just awful. Not speaking from experience or anything here.
Uh, so if you have a supportive partner that respects your boundaries, what is a way you can practice self-care with them?
I think the first thing that comes to my mind is like taking time at the end of the day, and this might just be because it's important to me, um, and like doing skincare. Like that's a cute, fun activity. Like making it something that you can both do together, like an activity, and
Yeah.
have it being like a shared experience, a shared like bonding moment. Like I'm really into like this like skincare kind of self care. That's like a very important thing to me. So for a partner that I had, I knew that I was going over his house and I got like I got face mask for us so that we could like just be cute, and like if we're just sitting there watching a movie, like pop a face mask on, and like it's something from my world that he wouldn't necessarily do, but it's still a shared, I don't know, like meeting in the middle, but like introducing them to other forms of self-care that they may like, may
Hmm.
not, but like it's an activity, you
Right.
know?
How can you communicate your needs with your partner without feeling guilty?
I think if they're, a supportive, if they're a good person and they're a supportive person, it's not going to be like a huge thorn in their side. If they're like, oh, you need attention? Okay, here, that's fine. If you need a text at lunch or at the end of the day, just to like check in so that you're not anxiously like mentally spinning, because there's such like a mental aspect of this.
Hmm.
Um, and that, like, if doing something little like that, if they listen to you, that in and of itself is great. If they listen to what you're saying that you need, that's great. Like you shouldn't have to feel bad. And if you do, I think that's a red flag on their part. I don't think it's a red flag on your part for having needs and like needing knowing what you need to be supportive and to be the best person that you can be. If they're, if they're a good person, they're going to support you in that and they're going to want that for you. And if they don't, well, that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
If they're like,
Yeah.
how dare you want quality time as like a,
Right.
I don't know, I think self-care is like there's so many aspects of it. Like I know there's like the like skincare. To me for so long, like self-care was taking a bubble bath, doing a face mask, and like taking care of like the physical aspects, but there's so much more. Like you shouldn't have to feel anxious with a partner, and that you should be able to say that and vocalize that to your partner, and they should be okay with that.
Do you know what this kind of reminds me of? The
What?
episode of Sex and the City where Carrie's question is like, what do you do when you're in a relationship? Do you put your single self on a shelf? And they're talking about all their secret single behavior. I don't know if you remember this because you only watched it once, but it's when she's about to move in with Aiden. And she's like, I like to stand in the kitchen and have a pack of saltines and I put grape jelly on them and I read fashion magazines. I don't want him to know about that. Miranda puts like Vaseline on her hands and watches infomercials. Charlotte stares at her pores in a mirror for like an hour before she goes to bed. And so they're all like, these are things we can't do in front of our boyfriends because they don't understand. So like that that's what this is reminding me of. Like your secret single behavior. Tell them that this is something that you need to do. This is for yourself.
Yeah.
And oh, I think at the end of the episode, or it was that episode or the episode after, she like says to him, she's like, I love you so much. And our apartment doesn't have doors. And I just need to like decompress for an hour. Um, I'm just gonna close these curtains and it's like I'm not here. Like, thank you for giving me this space. I need this. And then after like 2 minutes, she like opens the curtain and she's like, okay, what you reading? What you doing? So yeah, I think that the right person is going to absolutely support you and the things that you're asking for. And you can also say to them, like, what's something that you need from me? Like, do you need space? Do you need like time with your friends? What is something that you want or need for self-care that I can support you in too?
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely a two-way street there. And but once you find that medium, like I feel like that's a sign of a really good relationship and a really strong relationship.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I feel like it's equally as important to have that conversation on the reciprocal side of it. Yeah.
So, shifting from being in a relationship to being single, how can someone shift from feeling alone to feeling whole while they're single?
I think it's a really hard mindset shift. Um, and it's just oh boy, dog is back. I think it's just a mindset shift, and it's a really, really hard one. At least I've found. Um, just looking for love in other aspects of your life. And it doesn't have to be romantic love that like you're not alone truly. Like you go and find love elsewhere outside of a relationship. Like a relationship shouldn't dictate your worth and how like if you feel worthy of things in life and like if you feel worthy of like positive experiences, whether it's dating or not, like it shouldn't like it how do I want to word this? Just like alleviating the weight that a relationship has and like it's just the pressure of being in a relationship. Like that's not what dictates how cool you are, how strong you are as a person, how um like dedicated, how like all of these amazing other qualities that you have, you can find that other places, and you can find that within yourself. And yeah, I don't think it needs to be like specifically from a relationship. And I think knowing that and truly like finding it in other places in my life has helped this whole being single journey.
Hmm.
um I don't know if that'll help anyone else. I hope it does, but like no one should have to feel that they aren't worthy of love just because they're alone.
Right.
um I
Sometimes it's hard to like tell yourself it's okay to be single and like you're waiting for the right person, you're not settling, and
yeah.
that's okay to be single, to not settle and to wait for the right person to come along because it's not going to just magically happen. Some people have to wait longer than others, and I think that's the most frustrating part. Like especially for me, like I look around at all my friends are in relationships. I'm literally the only one that's single, and I compare myself to them, which
Mm-hmm.
I I don't know if that was one of my questions, but it almost was. Like it's so easy to compare yourself to other people's
So
journeys, but
easy.
like you have to remember that your path is your path, nobody
Mm-hmm.
else's, and your journey is going to lead you right where you are supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. It takes it it's a whole mindset shift. I keep wanting to say mind shit set.
Mine shit.
Mind shit. Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. It's mind shit.
Yeah.
You gotta get out of the mind shit.
Yes. Hmm.
And like focusing on yourself in a positive way. And like you said, like stop comparing yourself to others because that's not your life. Like you can take inspiration from others and what other people are doing, but at the end of the day, that's not your life.
Yep.
Your life is your life, and you have to do things that are supportive of who you want to be, the direction you want to go in, um, and just supporting yourself.
How can single seasons actually prepare you for a healthy relationship?
It gives you time to work on yourself in a good way. You know, like I say work on yourself, and I feel like there could be such like a negative connotation, like you aren't good enough.
Hmm.
Like, no, that's not at all what I mean by that. I mean like seeing patterns in your life that don't align with who you are and who you want to be, and just making changes, whether they're little or small, or whether it's like changing your bedtime, like literally little things like that. Um, can help you become the person that you want to be. And that's, I feel like single seasons really, you just focus on yourself, and then you learn what you want, what aligns with your vision. And if someone comes into your life that aligns with that, then great, absolutely. And then if it doesn't, then you have enough of a foundation that losing a person isn't going to be as detrimental. I mean, it can still, your feelings get involved. It's still going to be hard. I don't want to disregard our feelings in this, but it makes it a little bit easier. And you learn ways to support yourself, whether it's acts of self-care or um, like going out and doing things. Like you learn things about yourself that prepare you for the next era of your life and the next 5, 10 years, however it is, either short term, long term, whatever. But I feel like the single seasons really help us come back to ourselves.
Yeah.
To Yeah, I like to focus on ourselves and just
And I feel like they happen for a reason.
they
Like
do.
sometimes it seems like why is my timing the way it is, but I truly believe that like it happens for a reason, and like we're single right now because we need to be to be our
Mm-hmm.
best selves for the guys that eventually are the ones that are the ones.
Yes.
And I realized I said earlier that all my friends ha are in relationships, but like clearly that wasn't including you
Not try.
or Nikki. Nikki's not either. I think I was thinking of my local friends.
Yeah,
All my local friends are in relationships.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of my local friends are as well, and it's like the same regard too. It's like I see all of the relationships around me, and I'm like, well, here's my boy of the week. Maybe
Hmm.
he'll stick around.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
They they all enjoy my Hinge conquest, but then
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like, you guys aren't living it. You don't realize how grim it is out here. It's so frustrating.
it's awful.
Yeah. So I'm just living my best solo life right now. That's why I went to California. I was like, I want to go to California. I'm just gonna go and do everything I want to do because
Was there a
YOLO.
convention or anything, or did you just went?
What?
Was there a convention or anything, or you
No.
just went? Good for
Yeah.
you.
I just went. I had wanted to go in December for like New Year's, but the everything was like so expensive then. So I like looked at weekends and I was like the last weekend of January, there's no like holiday or anything. It was a lot cheaper. I think my flight was only like $400 round trip. Like
Oh,
it was really reasonable. So I just like went to Disney, went to Laguna Beach, did Orange County and like had the best time. Yeah.
and I was watching all of your stories, like all of your snaps as you were sending them. Oh,
Yeah, it was really fun. I highly recommend everyone go on one solo trip in their life.
I
Yeah.
love a good spontaneous trip. Those are the most fun, though.
Yeah. And there were a couple people that were like, "Aren't you afraid of like being lonely and like being sad?" And I was like, "No, because this is exactly what I want to do." And there
Yeah,
wasn't any point in the trip where I was like, "Oh, I'm alone, like I'm sad." Like, no, that never crossed my mind.
yeah. You like
Even though I was like surrounded by people. It also was like so when I was in Disney, I was very observant of everything happening around me because I'm still like editing that book. I'm
yes,
so I was like absorbing everything because my editor is like the theme park has to be its own character. So that is like the only thing I've been like struggling with when editing. I'm like, how can I make you feel like this is a character? How can I like immerse you into the park when it's not a human, like make you feel the way that these people do. So I was like, okay, what am I hearing? What am I smelling? What am I seeing? So it was like a really good opportunity for me to like absorb everything that was around me because I had no one to talk to or anything. There were no distractions. So I
yeah,
was like, what is this kid saying? What is this family saying? What am I smelling? Like, what am I hearing? Like, yeah. So it was good to like absorb that and edit. I literally was like on the plane home, I was like editing my book and like making the park feel like more like a character. So that helped a lot too.
yeah. I told my kids about it. It like came up in conversation. I don't even know how. I must have been like saying something about my dating life. Because
Oh, I should just send it to you. I should let you like read the what it is right now. It's pretty close to done. There's just like dialogue I have to change, but like we're in the final stages of editing. Like the whole story is done. It's like basically done. Like there's just like little tweaks I have to make. So I'm just gonna send it to you
oh
so
my
you
god,
can see
send
it. Yeah,
send.
I'll email it to you like right after we get off this.
Oh my god, that's so exciting. I'm
And
so excited for this book.
you are Perry. That is your character. So you are
Oh,
chapter like 3 is the initial her first chapter. It rotates between Jess, Rhea, Perry, and Noah. So yeah. I think Perry's my favorite, obviously.
well, I would hope.
Uh yeah. Okay,
Oh,
great.
I'm so excited. Yeah, all my kids want to read it too once it comes out.
All
Yeah.
right.
For context for anyone, I didn't just birth a bunch of children. I work at a high school now.
What daily practices help someone build confidence and self-worth while single?
The first thing that comes to mind is like words of affirmation and positive self-talk. Um, because that I feel like negative self-talk is so detrimental. At least for me, it's
Yeah.
I've had to like really correct myself and catch myself, and that has helped a lot. What else? Say the question to me again.
Um, what daily practices help someone build confidence and self-worth? Like something they could do every day.
Okay, this might be like a weird interpretation of this, but prior to this job, while we're talking about it, my life was very chaotic, very all over the place. I did not have a single routine set. Like my mornings were just get up and run. Like and not like go on a light jog. Like it was a tornado every time I opened my eyes. Um
Um,
so I've been trying to work on a daily routine in like some way, shape, or form, whether it's like I'm trying to be disciplined with it, but I have to be realistic. I am still that chaotic being. But having routines set in place for me has helped my mental health so much. And I've, I guess, like worked through things that I didn't like about myself. And it's helping me become the better version of myself, which I mean will be good in relationships down the line and everything. But yeah, it's like it's a strange interpretation of it. But I think having routines that set you up for success, whether it's day to day or like you have a week long routine, um, I feel like things like that can help. Like, I don't want to say anything superficial, like, oh, if you do like a 28-step skincare routine every day, that's going to make you feel more confident. I mean, and it very well might, but that realistically, I can't do that every day. like, yes, I do have an elaborate skincare routine, but I also have an abridged version of it when I don't feel like doing a 28-step skincare routine, you know? And it's like only 5 steps. It's really not that bad. But you know, like just doing things consistently and showing up for yourself has helped, at least helped me build the confidence that I like in aspects of my life that I don't want to say were lacking because that's mean to say about myself, but things that I felt like I could improve on, to put it nicely.
hmm No, that is actually a really good answer because I do a lot of like workout app stuff because I'm not a gym person. I don't go
Oh,
to the
me
gym.
either.
I love working out at home. It's the only way I will work out is
Yeah.
if I get out of bed and just go to my living room. And they all say like motivation fluctuates. Like it is never something that's consistent, but keeping a routine is
Mm-hmm.
what makes it's what keeps you going.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, I 100% agree with. Like
Yeah.
keeping a routine will get you into the right headspace and mindset and
Mm-hmm.
really help things progress.
I got off my routine these past like 2 weeks. Oh my God. I mean, I showed you my room when I turned my camera. Like, it was a disaster. And I like, my sleep schedule was off. Everything was just in shambles around me. So I'm just like taking this week to just reset. And
Mhm.
I already feel better. I did one load of laundry and I'm like, oh, the sky is bright again. you know?
Yes.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
just showing up for yourself, even in the little
sometimes
things. Yeah.
just doing one small thing like snowballs and helps.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like when I wake up in the morning, I just want to like lay in bed, but then I get my workout clothes on and then that motivates me to go work out and then that motivates me to go for a walk and that motivates me to do like laundry or clean or something else. Like doing one thing will keep the ball rolling and you'll
Mm-hmm.
keep going and keep the it helps motivate you to continue doing the other things that really help you mentally. Yeah.
Yeah. And even if you can't do the whole task, just chip away at
hmm
something. Like if you break it down into parts, you know,
Yes.
Like for me, cleaning my room, it has always been a point for me. Like I can't do it. But if like I have an hour and it all feels too overwhelming, I'll just do like part one of it where I just get all like items together and then I'll come back to it later that day. And then it's
Mhm.
like, oh, that's an easy task that I can do really quick. And then I can just go and put it away and then it's done. So, like things like that and just chipping away at it, it
Yeah.
helps.
How do past heartbreaks or trauma impact how we treat ourselves?
I feel like it just changes how we think about ourselves. It gives us like a negative view of ourselves. So I feel like if you go into it with a strong sense of self and a strong like strong boundaries, it makes it easier. Like all of mine have been short term, relatively speaking. Um so mine like I've at this point in my life when I was younger, it would wreck me. But I feel like now that I'm older and I have I want to say more self-respect, but more I don't know, I've like more strength in who I am as an individual and know what I bring to the table. I know what I bring to the table is a lot. Like I know I bring like I am worthy of something
Mhm.
that is equally substantial.
Mhm.
Um yeah, you are asking the hard ones.
I know.
I'm like, how do I word this for like everyone to make it like a
It's yeah, it is hard. I feel like one of the things I learned from my last heartbreak, I think initially when it first happened, like we're talking like day of, couple days later, you immediately are like, what did I do wrong? Like you start doubting yourself. But
yeah,
then as days and weeks went by, I was like, oh no, this has nothing to do with me.
yeah,
This is 100% him.
yeah,
I did not do anything wrong. This was this was a him thing. Clearly, as the months and years have gone by, like I have even more proof that this was a him thing. But I think like right off the bat, our initial reaction is, what did I do wrong? What could I have done differently? So I
yeah,
think we have to like retrain ourselves to say that like if something didn't work out, it's not necessarily your fault. And there's a good chance it was like both of you, but a lot of the time it's just not meant to be and it wasn't
yeah,
supposed to work out and you just kind of have to accept that and feel your feelings, but then move on with the mindset that like just because this heartbreak and trauma happened here, it doesn't mean that's going to continue to follow me in every relationship I
yeah,
go into.
yeah. That's a great way of putting it. Yeah.
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 Sorry, I kind of like
No,
took it over there.
no, no, no.
But
You're
I think no, I think what you were saying too is like great. I just wanted to like add to it
yeah,
since I'm like thinking about my own trauma and
yeah.
what my experience was like. What are practical ways to start healing your relationship with yourself?
I think listening to yourself first, and seeing what I say seeing what you need again. Um, practical ways to start healing relationship with yourself. Yeah, let's see. Listening to yourself, figuring out what you actually want, and then implementing routines, implementing ways to fulfill that. I don't want to say like make a vision board. Like you don't have to actually make a vision board, but like have a vision in mind and a direction to go in. And I feel like that will set you up for success
Hmm.
in your life.
Yes.
Um, and that again can be like every aspect of your life doesn't have to be relationship driven, but give yourself a vision. Like however you need to find that vision, whether like you are meditating, whether you're like going out on a night out, like whatever that means to you, like figure out what you need and what you want to do in long term and who you want to be and whether it's like taking advice from other people and like seeing what you like in others and putting that together. um just creating a vision I think is truly like the first step in any goal that you want to accomplish in your life. Um, and then from there, just breaking it down to attainable pieces. And I feel like that helps. Like I don't know, I get overwhelmed really easily. So really knowing that about myself now, I know that like breaking things down into pieces helps me so much. Like I do not need to be able to do ABCD
Mm-hmm.
all in one step. Like I don't
Yeah.
need to combine everything. I can literally break it down into smaller chunks and like handle it. And that has
Right.
helped me so much in so many aspects of my life. But that's not something that I really knew how to do or what to do, or even that I like how overwhelmed I truly get. Like so many things of my life are just because I'm overwhelmed. Um so knowing that and like just breaking it off in chunks, so helpful. So once you know like things like that about yourself and like listening to yourself and seeing what you need again, like let's make a tally every time I say that.
That's what this episode will be called, What I Need.
What I need. What I
Or
need.
what you need,
Freaking
what you need.
what I need. Yeah.
How can someone protect their peace without isolating themselves?
I think just finding boundaries. Like you don't need to go into hiding just to protect your peace. You don't need to do that. Like you can find peace and still be in the public. As someone that loves to isolate, let me tell you, big isolation fan. Um, it's just creating boundaries. Um, at least for me, my peace often gets ruined by people disrespecting those boundaries, and like so I tend to like go and isolate and retreat and just hermit. But I don't need to do all that. Like, I can just communicating those boundaries to people, and then people are fine with it. If it's like, oh, I don't answer text after 11, they're like, oh, okay, and then they know that if they text you after 11, I'll get to it the next day. Like
Mm.
things like that. But yeah, just communicating little boundaries that you've made that will positively impact your life. Yeah, that's helped me. That's been successful. Um, yeah, I'm not. I don't want to say I'm not one for communicating what I need in life, but I've gotten better. I've gotten better for sure, and I have seen positive outcomes from it. So if that's any help for anyone listening, just communicate. Like
Yes.
crazy concept, you know, crazy concept. Really hard for me, but yeah, just boundaries and letting people know because they can't read your mind.
Hmm.
So letting them know, and then if they disrespect that, then yeah, like then you can have a conversation and be like, "Yo, this is why are you getting angry at me over something I told you?"
Hmm.
Little things, you know.
Yep. 100%. If someone were to take one thing away from this episode, what would you want it to be?
Listen to what you need. No, but just listening to yourself, putting yourself first, and knowing that it's okay to have needs. Like you don't have to be accommodating for everyone every second of the day. You can like if you don't need to put yourself in uncomfortable situations just to please other people. You can still work on yourself and still be say a functioning member of society, but like that sounds sassy and I don't mean to be sassy. But but yeah, like you can work on yourself in a kind way. Like it doesn't have to be from a negative route. Like you can work on yourself in a positive way. That's like self-love. Like you because you like you should love yourself. Like you as a human are incredible. Like you should want to care for yourself in the way that you would care for other people. Like you should still consider yourself when you're, I would say, allocating your resources. So like your personal, like, like how much your cup, you have to be
Yes.
able to pour from a full cup. Like you can't pull from an empty cup. Like you still have to take care of yourself to be the better version of yourself and like
Mhm.
to be able to care for others. And I don't want that to get twisted as like, oh, I can't take care of anyone else because I'm not taking care of myself. Like, I don't want it to get twisted like that. But like, this you should want to take care of yourself. You're allowed to take care of yourself, and you should give yourself that leeway. And yeah, just love yourself.
Yes. Give yourself grace.
Yeah,
We're all humans. We're
we're
all
all human.
going through shit, for
Mm-hmm.
lack of a better word. Be kind to yourself. Be as
Yeah.
kind to yourself as you actually, some people might not be kind to others, so I won't say that, but just be kind to yourself. Hopefully you're kind to others as well, but
I'd like to think anyone listening to this is a kind person.
yeah.
I would like to think that.
And if they're not, they're at least trying to be a kind person because you don't
Yeah.
listen to a mental health podcast if you want to be a bitch.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
true. Like, let me take notes on everything I shouldn't do. Be nice. No, can't do that. That's unethical to me. Can't do that. Love yourself, friends.
Love yourself.
You
Be
deserve
your
it.
own best friend is what my therapist always says.
So did Joe Jonas.
He says that too, be your own best friend.
He has a whole song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I gotta listen to this.
Oh, yeah. It's off of his
Is that what it's called? Be your own best friend?
My Own Best Friend, I
Okay.
believe.
All right, I gotta
Yep.
listen.
My Own Best Friend.
Well, this was so much fun.
This is so fun.
I love that we were able to do this again because
Oh, I know.
it's really fun getting to talk to you and talking about dating and not dating.
The woes of our dating.
Yeah, you're the only one that gets it.
I've been through it. Been through it, man.
Thank you again.
Oh, of course, anytime.
All right. Well,
Oh,
it's
man.
good seeing you.
Good seeing you.
I hope to see you in person soon.
Oh, I know. I'll have summer off.
Okay.
Yeah, from one job. We'll see if I get the other job, but yeah, I'll figure
Cool.
something out.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Thank you so much for listening. Our website is holdontilldawn.com and our email is holdontilldawn@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram at holdontilldawn and on Facebook at Hold On Till Dawn Benefit Concert. See you next time.